comes the blitz. Got to get rid of it. Johns fires it. He wants Severin. Johns fires on the near side. He wants Severin again. Goes up. Wow. Some way, somehow.
Severin makes the catch.
What a catch.
Beautifully executed.
A couple of beauties from Johns. It's Severin again.
Severin again, a phrase that has become commonplace for Virginia football. Through the first 3 weeks of the season, quarterback Matt Johns and wide receiver Canaan Severin rank second and third respectively in ACC passing and receiving. The pair is hooked up for 10 explosive plays through the air, often in spectacular fashion. It should come as no surprise given the duo's close relationship off the field and chemistry on the gridiron. Two prep stars from the Northeast, they met on their official visits to UVA and have been inseparable since.
He wasn't there the first night of the official visit, and then EJ kept saying, yeah, you know, there's this kid, Canaan Severin, coming. I'm like, you know, who is that? Who cares? You know, no, I'm kidding. No, so the second night he was there, and we just hung out all night. It was one of those things where we just bonded, and the next day I met his dad, he met my family, and we stayed in touch from there on out.
When we moved into Watson Webb, you know, the first summer, first week getting there, you know, first month we were there, he lived like right down the hall, like what, 2 doors over, I think? Yeah. Like 2 doors over. So I remember we would like come out here and do and run routes. Like I think the first like 2 weeks, like we barely knew each other, so we running routes.
Didn't know what we were doing.
Yeah, no idea what we were doing. Our second year Weenie Bowl, like everyone's just like, dang, this is the Matt and Canaan show, Matt and Canaan show. You do it to me like 4 times in a row, and like, like, yo, the defense is like, yo, what is going on? Like, all you guys are doing is throwing at each other.
We had different starting processes when we first got here. You know, he didn't redshirt, I redshirted, and then he got injured his hand, so you know he kind of got knocked down a little bit. And we were running with the second and third team, and we had to rely on each other to make plays, and we knew we could count on each other, and you know, it kind of sparked that from there. And then last year, Canada had a breakout season. I got some playing time, and it all just blossomed from there.
Matt Johns out of the shotgun, lobs it to the near side. Canaan Severin reaches over his shoulder and makes the catch.
Through increased playing time, Severin has become more and more accustomed to Johns' playing style, one that has earned a unique moniker.
We call that Matt Johns magic. That's just Matt Johns magic. I'm telling you, like UCLA. After the game, I was like, man, that's just that magic. That's Matt Johns magic. I mean, that's the way I scored my first touchdown. I mean, he was scrambling out. I felt like he was looking for me. Like, I felt like with him in the game, like the play isn't done until the ref blows a whistle. You know, that's how I scored my first touchdown versus Richmond last year. Just like scrambling in the back of the end zone, and Matt just found me.
Canaan Severin pulls in his first career touchdown, and Matt Johns off the bench comes through again.
Johns' ability to improvise combines with Severin's physicality, athleticism, and competitiveness to create a lethal combination for opposing defenses.
When the ball's in the air, I know if there's 4 guys on him, he's still going to fight for the ball. And there's times where it might not always work out his way, but I know if the ball's in the air, he's going to compete for it. And you know, that's why we stick together, because we just compete and compete and compete every day. And there was times in the summer we'd be going after it just because we were just 2 competitors. And that's just one of the reasons that our connection is so special, because I know when the ball's in the air, he's going to have a shot to go get it.
I honestly just love the feeling of like when the ball is just in the air. It feels like just you and the ball. And I just like love that feeling. So I'm appreciative of this guy and Coach Fairchild, and they give me a chance to go make plays. I don't know, we just have that connection in practice, even when we're stretching, just talking about how the practice to go. And if you're like in our huddle, we're having just like normal conversations. Like we're not like yelling at each other. And we're just talking like we know what we need to do, we know what has to be done. I feel like we built that connection throughout the years.
There was times this summer where we had the entire team out here on the field on a Tuesday and Thursday afternoon, and you know, since in 3 or 4 years I've been here, that's the first time we've ever had that. So I think that just kind of connection is of bringing the team together, and you know, Canaan's one of the biggest leaders on this team. You know, whatever he says, everyone's going to follow, and you know, we try and just back each other up, and you know, just the hard work we put in over the summer, you know, it really paid off. And like Canaan said in the huddle, you know, no one's yelling at each other, and I feel like that just starts with the coaches, and the coaches have done such a great job of game planning and put us in positions to win games and bounce back and just know to do your job and just keep competing.
Through that off-season dedication, the entire Cavalier offense has grown closer and made strides. While Severin and Johns have produced, their roommate, walk-on Ryan Santoro, made one of the most memorable plays of the young season, a true testament to the team's chemistry.
I love this story. I've told it like at least 20 times already. You know, we ran that play once earlier in the game, and I kind of had a feel what the coverage was going to be. So I said, look, Santoro, if we get this coverage, you're getting the ball. You know, he looked at me in the huddle like, You know, so it was just a priceless look that I will never forget. It was almost like a movie, you know, like Little Giants, like ball's going to Johnny. Johnny, I'm Johnny. You know,
Johnny,
that was, yeah. So that was like one of those moments for Ryan Santora, and they gave me the coverage that I knew was coming, and I threw it up, and he made a heck of a play, and we're just so proud of him and how hard he's worked. And now here he is, his senior year, playing well, and had a big play for us.
The connection that Matt Johns and Canaan Severin have on the field is a product of not only years of practice, but years of friendship. In fact, the two can almost predict what will happen next, as this interview preceded the game against William & Mary.
And Kane's going to give a guy a double move, and he's going to run deep, and I'm going to throw it over his left shoulder. He's going to catch it for a 40 or 50-yard touchdown.
I know exactly what play you're talking about. I like it. I like it.
Let's do it.
I like it.
He puts the hand into the air and makes the catch with one hand. Touchdown, Virginia. What a play for Canaan Severin, who has got a flair for the exceptional.
You got to keep feeding the beast, man. Oh, my goodness.